are you? Welcome back to Crochet. My name is Amber. Hello. I'm sorry I didn't get the rest of Vlogmas videos up. I actually planned on just doing until Christmas, but I'm not sure that I articulated that as well as I could have. So I'm back. I wanted to get a video out. I have been crocheting, thus the compression on my hand, because my this sounds so bad. My middle finger is stuck. There's like, not stuck, it's like there's some sort of ligament that's stuck, so it's causing pain because it's a thing. So individual joints will go out and that causes pain, and a lot of times I can pop them back in. I can adjust, you know, like a certain I've gotten good enough with the EDS that I can sometimes, you know, adjust a certain bone myself, or loosen it up, or put enough like cream or something on it just to get it loosened up. But this one didn't work. We took real quick, we took Mom and Dad to the chiropractor today. If you guys can say some prayers for my mom and dad. My dad is not doing very good at this point, but it was a challenge getting him into the car, and I really wanted to ask the chiropractor, could you just put my finger back in? But he was busy. So anyway, that's my joke for the day. Can you pull my finger? I just need it adjusted. So what I've been working on before we get into the 2025 goals is granny squares for that blanket that I've been commissioned to do. Some of these you might have seen, but there's 56 in here. And if I read right, I think Mikey from Crochet Crowd had counted out, you know, through his research of what you can see of the Roseanne blanket and the way that it's laid across the couch, and like how it's folded and different things. From what he could see, is it looks like it's a 12 by 13, which would make it 156 squares. So there was 56 squares in that bag, and I will try to show you. I've kind of got them color coded, but a lot of these are variegated. So this color here is variegated. I'm sorry the light is not great, but right now this is kind of where I'm able to film. I did 7 of these, I think, these purple, and this has got a thinner variegated color in it. It does have a little bit of that orange that matched the center there, so I used that. And then there's the variegated purple around the outside to match the light purple there. I tried to color coordinate. In my brain I can see the colors, and I want to like match those colors, color palettes or whatever you call them. I guess I'm not completely 100% sure on that, but I have a lot of yarn, and I'm going to put some. Do you guys prefer if I'm going to sell yarn? Because I saw Lisa with Happy to Hook Creations put some mystery boxes on her Etsy store, and I'm wondering if I put them on Etsy and I show you what's in the box, if you guys prefer that, or if, you know, if you want to buy a mystery box, you can let me know in the comments, or you could even message me on Facebook. I don't know which the preference is on that, but I found even more yarn in the basement the other morning, and it's yarn that I probably won't use. It's either a 3-weight or a fancier yarn, or it's got wool in it, and I try to stay away from the wool. Okay, so there's that one. So this has got a teal, let's see, nope, this is actually, this is all variegated. So if you know the Red Heart yarn, you would know the colorway for that one, which I'm sorry, most of mine don't have ball bands, or if they did, they didn't. But it was really funny because if you look, all of these, they all turned out the same. So all the green is on one side, and it was so funny, like they all, their colorway changes must be very, very consistent, because they all turned out the same. So if you're looking for that color, It's got the blues, greens, and yellows in it. They are all really consistent. Now this is the one where I have the dark blue, the variegated, the lime green, and then the teal. That teal color is from my grandmother's yarn. That must have been like her favorite color. I can't remember what else she had, but just tons and tons of this teal yarn. That was like her favorite color. And my grandma, for those of you that don't know or that might be new here, is who I named my channel after. In our family, when we would give hugs, we would say, ooh, ah, you know, like great big bear hugs. And so that is who the channel is named after, is my grandmother. And she would not let anybody leave the house without a hug. So that was the deal. And most people, even new people, were probably told ahead of time that that was the deal before they came in. So, all right, there's the next one. I thought that one was really pretty. It's that variegated pink, the gold, the light lavender, and then the lime green, for if you can't see the difference in the picture there. So there's a whole stack. I think there's 6 of those. I'm kind of putting them in stacks. Let's see. It shouldn't be too hard to sort here, but I hope you guys are all having a good holiday week. Hopefully you got to spend time with family. I did get to see my sister and my nieces. So, and we did get an update on, and this one has green, the variegated blue, a lavender, purple, and a cream. So an off-white. This was the Aran white. Or Aran, not white. Not white, Aran. There you go. That's what I meant. This one has the variegated, this was actually a sweet roll. So the sweet roll, nope, not this one. Next one, sorry. Nope, nope, nope. This is not the one I'm thinking of. There it goes with that. I've made so many I forgot now which color goes with what. Let's see. There we go. Okay. So then I made some like this. This is actually just the leftover of the blue variegated. There was the blue variegated in there. I used a black, the brown variegated, and then the off-white because that matched this variegated brown. So there's like 4 of those. And then we did this one. This has also got that variegated, the white, the gold, and the brown. I have a whole crap ton. I had a whole cupboard of variegated yarn, and then I found even more. So this is just doing the leftover variegated yarn, the brown yarn, sorry. I think it's like, I don't even know what it's called. I used to know. And then I used the leftover of it. I had just enough to do this part, and then it's the off-white around there. So there's 2 more. And then we did a Kelly green. I think it's a Kelly green. It's not the lime green, so I think it's more of a Kelly green. But this has got a different blue variegated. It's more of a gray blue in the middle. You've got a little bit of dark gray blue and then a light blue, the violet or lavender, the off Aran color, and then the Kelly green there. So if that tells you if there's, you can see a difference. You can see the difference in the greens there. So there's that. And then I did, this is that blue I was talking about, that different kind of blue. So I just did some solid ones because I was tired of cutting all my ends. Is that sad? I got tired of cutting my ends. I did just a few of the leftover. So I had 1 full leftover pink variegated. And then I had what was left over, and I edged it, and I think I used, yeah, white for that one. And then I have this purple. So this purple variegated here with the gold in it is thinner. So I had to make sure that I used a thicker one to border it. So I added the yellow. These 2 are going to be, I can tell you that they are smaller than the other squares. Not by much, but I could definitely tell. So I'm glad I didn't use just the full variegated by itself. So you really got to look at that yarn, especially if you're using vintage yarn. There is going to be a difference, especially if it's squishy. So some of those older yarns were squishy, so when you pulled on them, they actually were more like a 3 than they are a 4. I would say that is definitely the purple and kind of orangish gold color is like that. We did some more, so I did these two, and I'm like, I don't have any red in any of that. So then I decided I needed to do some red. I haven't really quite decided if I want to do like red and white or what exactly, but I figured red, white, and blue for sure. So I've got 2 like this. I've got 3 like that with the white in the middle. And then I've got 2 with the double blue and white. So that. And I don't know. I think I'm at like 83, if I remember right. There was a different brown variegated colorway. This is short. It was very short. What do you call it? Colorways, I guess. The colors change very fast. So you see like you only get like a little tiny bit of the brown, and then it's black and like a light tan or gray. But there's more of the darker brown and black. But yeah, the colorways are really short. I think if you were making like a amigurumi, an animal, like, I don't know if you call that dapple. You could tell me if I'm wrong. But if you were making an animal, I think if you color control it, or maybe try a few stitches and see how it would pull out in a straight line, that might make a really good dog or cat, especially in that, because the browns and the blacks and it reminds me of a cat, to be honest. That's what I see there. So I got that one. And then let's see, I have another variegated, so you guys are going to hear that word a lot, but another variegated colorway here. It's got like peaches and pinks and like golds and purples. So then I still had some lilac left, the whites in the middle, lime green on the outside, and that variegated right there. And some of it has the gold in it, and some of it has more pink and purple. But so I did a couple of those. And there's another one of those green teal ones, and then I did a whole, that purple variegated, like I had to the point where I didn't want to do ends, so I did a bunch, was just all that purple variegated, because Chelsea's a Vikings fan, and so I don't think she'll mind the purple. But so a whole another stack of those, and I only had a little bit left of that left, and so I used the white with the lilac on the outside. There's another one of those cream ones that was from the other ones. Now this is a sweet roll. So I took the sweet rolls. Sweet rolls are so soft, you guys. Sweet rolls. So they had there's like chunks of color. So you have like a gray, speckled or dotted colored. There was like a plain black, and then a darker gray. I only got through 2 colors, but this is the gray, and you can see it's got little flecks of darker colors in it. So I did the white with that. This one I did all gray and then just a border white. This one has 2, and the white and the gray, so I kind of changed it up a little bit. And this is where it started to go into the black. So I have not done anything since then with that sweet roll, but this one's kind of funky. But that's how that one turned out. So, I don't know if I can do quick math. Let me pause you and I'll count real quick. Okay, so I had 86. I was pretty close. Pretty close. So 86 out of 156. Still got a lot to go. So, I mean, and they're all turning out pretty much the same size. So I'm going to do the join as you go in the black, so it looks like the Roseanne blanket, because that's who she wanted it to look like, is the Roseanne blanket. I am not looking forward to weaving in all these ends. But that's got to be done. So I was trying to tell Donnie, like, if you figure if you do a color change each round, and each color change has 2 ends, that's 8 just for one granny square. That's a lot, especially times 156. So that's why some of those I just figured, well, I'm gonna save myself some ends and just do it all in one colorway. Okay, I'm gonna show you a few of my Christmas gifts, because normally I do not get Christmas gifts. Donnie was very sweet and got me some Christmas gifts. You guys, I don't know if you guys can see some of this stuff up here, but I've got Wizard of Oz things up there. There's Smurfs. There's strawberry shortcake. Glenda is back there. So I love Bonnie from Strawberry Bonnie Crochet, and I love 80s cartoons. And I mean, I love the Wizard of Oz, but I love all 80s cartoons. Like, that was my, I think they're 80s. Strawberry Shortcake, Care Bears, and My Little Pony, and Rainbow Bright, and you know, all that, those kind of things, Gems, and She-Ra. But anyway, Donnie got me some things, so I was going to show them to you. Little music box with Wizard of Oz on it, Dorothy, and it plays We're Off to See the Wizard. So it plays We're Off to See the Wizard. And then for the key, it's so cute. The key is so cute. It's got little red ruby shoes in there. So there's that. And it's just like a little box. So there's that. And then I'll show you the big one. He's gotten me a few others of these too. But this is a picture, and it's signed by some of the Munchkins. So there's like 5 or 6 different 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 signatures. And he actually took it to Hobby Lobby and had it framed. And in the back side of this is the COA for the signatures. So there's that one. And then this one made me cry. This one made me cry. This one has a certificate of authenticity on the back of it. It's got Dorothy, and then it's got the actual film strips. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see them? The film strips from the Wizard. So there's like the actual little clips in there. Special edition. Doesn't say Time Warner, Judy Garland. Doesn't say what year, but so that one was super cool. And for those of you that maybe you don't know, but I love country. I love country music. I love old country music. I love oldies in general. But he went and got me, he has a record collection, just so you can see that goes all the way down. That's an 8 shelf. What do you call that? It's 8 deep. Oh, I'm gonna lose my, hold on a second. Sorry about that. I'll try to edit some of that out. It's 8 deep, and he's got another one right behind you that's 8 deep, and it's full of records. So anyway, he's hoping to set up his record player and get that set up. This man right here, if you don't know who he is, that's Josh Turner. I am a huge Josh Turner fan. I have, the only person besides Garth Brooks that I have like all of the CDs is Josh Turner, because his voice just makes me go so anyway, here's that, and he is going to be at the Grand Falls Resort, or Grand Falls Casino and Resort, whatever the thing is called. He's going to be there in March. So our hope is that we get to go. Maybe a date night, or for Donnie's birthday, but it'll be really present for me. And then that what came with it, and he got this framed too, is the cover with his signature on it. So meow. So I got spoiled this year. He got a cart to work underneath the car, so it like folds down flat so you can be under the car and work on it, or it will fold up into like a stool or a ladder. So multitasking cart thing. So if you're still watching, so far my plans for 2025 are to do like a Monday make-along, which will be the Garfield make-along, because I know that Garfield is not named after the cat. I know the school's named after the president, but Garfield we're going to do on Monday make-along, because, you know, Garfield really, really loved Mondays. Not really. But that's my plan. And so I'm going to do, with Terry's suggestion, Terry from Yard Joy Podcast, I asked her how she plans for her stuff, and she just gave me some ideas. And so what we're going to do for that Monday make-along is I'm going to put a bunch of stuff in a bucket, and the things that we would normally make for the make-along, I'm going to put that in there, and then I'm going to pull one out each week and for what I'm going to focus on for that next week. So whether it's a hat, gloves, if it's a bookmark or amigurumi, or eagles, I'm going to put eagles as a separate category, so I can make as many as possible. And if you guys want to make eagles, my hope is to get one for each kid for next year. I know that's a large, really large goal, but wouldn't it be awesome to give each kid a crocheted or knitted eagle and just have it to be theirs, to say that, you know, they're eagles? Because that's the Garfield's mascot, is an eagle. So that's my hopes and dreams, anyways, to each have one, each kid have one. So that's for my Mondays. Wednesdays, I'm thinking like I don't know. I'm thinking a Wellness Wednesday, because I would like to keep, what's the word? I would like to keep going with my health and being accountable of what my progress is, what my failures are, what I'm struggling with. I think it's helpful. Like when I used to go to Weight Watchers, and they switched from meetings in person to meetings online. When I went to online, like, I fell off. Like if I was held accountable and I had to go every week and I was paying for it, and so you had to pay for it to go, I felt more accountable that, you know, I was going to have my poop in a group and do what I was supposed to. So anyway, that's my plan, is to do like a Wellness Wednesday and still have some crochet in there. If I do a video that doesn't have any crochet, I will let you know, just so if you don't want to watch those kind of videos, I understand totally. Friday or Saturday, I don't know what day other than that, but I'm hoping to do other makes too. I'm gonna have like orders, special orders. Right now I've got the Roseanne blanket to do, and then somebody just asked me today, one of my YouTube friends from the auction community asked me to do a bingo from Bluey and Bingo. If you guys have not seen the cartoon Bluey, it's so freaking cute. They're two healers. So there's a blue healer and a red healer. They're sisters, and they're called Bluey and Bingo, and they're absolutely hilarious. They make me laugh, and I'm a grown adult. But I've got working on a commission to do that, and that's in the Bernat blanket yard, so that'll be easier on my hands, I think, than this. But that's another reason why I don't like to use like a size 3 or smaller, because those smaller the hook, the tighter I grab it, I think. And yeah. And I've been following Crystal's Bag a Day with the granny square. I think it looks good, and I think I picked the right granny square with the stitch count in the middle and the stitches in the corner and that kind of thing. I think they would have been holier back then than they are now. So like, I think nowadays people probably don't put the chain one in between. You know, so there's less holes, because I mean, and I think I probably would have done a magic circle, so there was a less hole there too. That's how I would normally do it, but I did it the way I thought that the original Roseanne blanket would have been done, because that's how they did it back then. So I think they did chain 3s in the corner and not chain 2s, but it's all right. So if you guys have other ideas for me that you would like me to do or work on, let me know. I know I want to do, there's some makes that I really want to do. I want to get the good luck dragon done. I want to do the Sphinx. I think that's what they're called. The lady from Neverending Story. That's another movie that I love. That if you guys don't know, hi, I'm Amber. I love the Neverending Story. But the luck dragons from the Neverending Story, and then the two women that are facing each other in one of the scenes. I have that pattern that I'd really like to do. So that's really, really detailed. I might have to use cotton yarn, like go out and buy some special cotton yarn for that, because just the details in that, the finer, the more intense the project, the cotton just seems to be like the one to go with, unless you're doing really super tiny yarn, which I don't really want to do. But I mean, I don't know, I'm rambling. The other one is I would like to make some strawberry shortcake dolls. I think that those would be cute. I also have the pattern for the giant dragon. I have never used it. I paid $11.99 for the pattern. But you have to have, of the main color, you have to have 27 balls of the main color. I don't know how to get 27 balls of the main color and have them all in the same dye lot. And that's just for one of the colors, because it's that big. So, hopes and dreams. There was something else I wanted to make. I was thinking about doing a Wizard of Oz blanket, like a background blanket. I know that Helen May Crochet, I think that's how she says it. She did a Tunisian crochet one, and I didn't like the layout, but I'd really like to do something like a blanket, so it had like the, you know, like the scene with all the characters or something like that. So it's in my head, but I'm not sure. I also saw a really awesome supernatural blanket that would be kind of cool. So if you guys have ideas, just shoot them out there for me. I hope you have a happy new year. I'm going to go finish watching the 49ers and the Lions. My Packers got beat yesterday by the Vikings, and I know you guys can all comment down below about, but hell hasn't frozen over yet. They haven't won a Super Bowl yet, so hell hasn't frozen over yet. We'll see. Maybe it has. It was 36 degrees here today, raining up a storm. It's supposed to snow tonight, which is going to be interesting because it's been raining all day, which means you got all that on the ground that's probably going to freeze and cause a lot of accidents tomorrow. So be careful if you're driving. I know a lot of you have snow coming your way. We don't have a lot. Like, we're supposed to get less than an inch. But again, if you can pray for my mom and dad, I'd appreciate that. And for those of you that have watched previous videos, So far my niece does not have to have surgery. So they put a hold on that. They're still concerned about her weight, but so far she doesn't have to have surgery. So you could pray for her too. All right. I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.